beautiful people. If you are seeing my face for the first time, my name is Sianoki. I am the one behind this channel. I usually make food recipes, so you don't get to see my face, but I have another channel, Talk Time with Sianoki, where I make videos on mental health. I've not been too consistent, but you can please check it out. I'll link it below. I'm just gathering momentum to get back to it. Okay, so I'll get right into the video, but before that, please do all the nice things. Kindly give this video a thumbs up. It's a way of supporting me. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and do share with a friend and family if you believe it's going to be helpful to them. Right? Okay, so I'm about to share some list of dishes that I learned as an adult, and I'm going to say after marriage because most of them is influenced by my husband. Okay, so let's get into it. Maybe a little background would do. Okay, a little background because growing up I started cooking at a very early, like a very early age. Last time my auntie was on the channel, we hinted it. Okay, so it was my family's bragging rights. Yeah, and I spent my first 9 years in Somanya before coming to Accra. It was in my hometown Somanya, my family house, and I was just so good when it comes to local foods. I was a pro, and even moving to Accra, we still ate more local foods. So when it comes to some stuff that I'm about to mention, yes, I knew some of them. Some of them really got opportunity to have them at parties or at weddings, or even someone selling it. Okay, so it's something that we didn't really do at home. So as to me learning it from my family or from my home, no, I learned most of them as an adult, so I'm coming to hint on it. I believe the main purpose of making this video is to inspire someone, to let them know that you can do anything at any age. You know, when you're growing up, they'll be telling you if you don't do this and you grow up, you'll not be able to do it. Your husband will sack you from the house and all of that. But right now, there's a lot of information online on the internet. It's so many things that you can actually learn as an adult if you are willing, if you are drawn to. Okay, if only you want to. So the first one may be surprising to some of you, but it is what it is. It is pancakes. I have my list here. The first one is pancakes. As I said, prior to being an adult, I've tasted pancake a number of times because it's being sold on the streets. Like there are some people who actually sell pancakes, and so that is the only opportunity I got when it comes to pancakes. Now I learned pancakes from my husband because when we were dating, it was one of the things he did for me. Yeah, one time he made pancake with sausages, with baked beans and all of that, and I'm like, oh, I don't know how to do this. And so that is how I learned how to make pancakes, and I'm even a better pancake maker than him. Yeah, period. He go explain that you no evidence. If he's to make pancake right now, he not going to search for the measurements and everything, whereas I can make pancake with my eyes closed now. So yes, that is the first on the list, pancake. I now make pancakes, I make crepes, like I even put vegetables, I wrap my pancake. I have videos that I've never shared, you know, pancake I put, Charlie, I'm a pro. Yeah, the second thing on my list is wraps. Yeah, yes, wraps. And you see, that is why I'm saying that most of this is highly influenced by my husband. When I was busy growing up, spending the first 9 years of my life in Somalia, he was somewhere in the UK. Okay, so it's sort of, he grew up, he spent a number of years in the UK, so he is quite more exposed to some of these things, right? So one of the days that we went out when we were dating, he ordered for wraps. To be honest, I didn't know what that was. Let's be real here. That was, I think, 2014, 15, 16 thereabouts, because we got married 2017, so anytime between that. Yeah, so that was when he ordered for that, and I tasted it and I liked it, and I realized I was something he liked. Okay, so when we got married, I just made it a point that, okay, since he liked it, I might as well learn it, and do some for him. And I learned it right here on the internet. Like right now, if you come to our house, you're likely to find tortilla wraps almost all the time. Sometimes I get lazy, but most of the time you have the wraps there. And I make the wraps from scratch. Okay, I have a video that I'm yet to share. I don't know whether that will come before this video, after this video, but I've already shared one before. But I feel like I now have an improved version. Okay, and the whole idea is that I learn from other people right here on this channel, on YouTube. But then, the times that I was learning, I was not a content creator, and so I didn't even know about the local, or the content creators that make Ghanaian food, because when it comes to Ghanaian food, I already knew it. Okay, and even though I have learned more by being there, that's another video for another day. Basically that, like, you learn, you add your own twist to it. Now I make my tortilla wraps, like I just make it my way. Traditional tortilla wraps, you don't even see nutmeg in there. I add nutmeg to mine. Sometimes I add cinnamon to that. So yes, that is how I learned it. So anything is possible. Last time I saw some people making comment that you can never learn watching the videos. No way. I learned all of this here. The other thing I'll talk about is pizza. Yeah, so pizza again is one of the dishes that growing up we don't see it at home. I feel like nowadays this generation they are likely to find their parents buying pizza and things, but for us growing up, pizza for the whole, why are you seeing it? The only place you see it is the movies. So if I had my first taste of pizza, probably at the university. That's when I had my first piece first taste of pizza. So yes, again, I felt like, okay, it's human being that made it. I can make it. So I decided to search on YouTube. Again, that's at that time I was not a content creator. So before I became a content creator, I already knew how to do my pizza. So I searched. There were a couple of times when we started. Oh my God, it went so wrong. And all of this, I was doing all of this after I got married. So my life had been growing up with my parents. The only time I've been alone was when I was in school, and I was in school for a long time. I did my degree, national service, and went back to school, MPhil, graduate assistant. So I spent a lot of years on Legon campus. So right from campus, I got married and I came to my husband's house. I didn't really have the luxury of living alone. If I ever lived alone, it was in school with my roommates and all of that. Yeah. So where was I? So I learned how to. So it was when I came, when I got married, I just wanted to switch up things, and then yes, I learned how to make pizza, and I'm so glad I did. Again, when you learn how to do it, you add your own twist to it. And pizza sauce usually they don't even have. Some of them don't have like spice and pepper and all of that. Now you eat my pizza, you taste pepper. You taste pepper, and I just made it my way, and that's the interesting part of it. Like the more you do it, the better you get at it. The first few times we tried it, especially when I got married, it was just rubbish. Like either the bread is too hard or something, but we eat it anyway. Yeah, so that was it. And once I mastered the art of pizza, it was so easy to learn bread, because bread is pizza. The pizza dough is bread. It's just bread. That is it. I remember when we were in school, there was a preacher man who said, "Little girls, more near the pizza head that pan on the fry." So he was saying that they are using, pizza to deceive us. It's just bread and stew. That's at that time I didn't even understand. We all laughed, but I didn't understand. But like when I learned how to make it, I realized that he was right. Pizza is bread and stew. Yeah. So once you know how to make pizza, you can do bread. You can do bread of all types. You just have to learn how to mold it and the type that you want, the containers that you would use, and that is all. And so yes, I'm now a bread expert. I can count the number of times we buy bread at home. Only probably when I'm tired or we don't have flour, we make bread in this house. Another thing that I learned was puff puff or fruit or tugbe, however you want to call it. That was one thing I learned after marriage. Yes, I decided to try it just to bring out, variety. And then I remember the first time I tried it, again, it was rubbish because it was cooked on the outer part of it, the inside wasn't cooked. And so as I practiced, I got to learn that, okay, the fire was so high, you have to reduce the fire, it doesn't have to be too hot. And then I just became and expecting it. So we do this almost every week at home. Yeah. And once you know how to do bread, you know how to do pizza, you can do burger. Burger is bread. And let me know if I'm wrong. The burger buns on your pan, it is bread. Burger is bread. It's like the way you shape it. Okay. And meat. The meat, if you want beef, I prefer beef burger compared to chicken. If you want beef, you can grind your meat in your blender. Usually our blenders come with the large one and then the small one. You can put the meat in the small one and then grind it. And so you add your spices to it, add your breadcrumbs to it, and then you have it. I have a recipe on it. I don't know when I'll be able to edit this thing and put it out there, but I have a recipe on how I make my burger, and I'm sure there are tons and tons of burger recipe out there that you can learn. And that is one meal that I also do for my family, because that's also because I realized that my husband liked this. I remember when Burger King came, he was so excited, maybe because he was used to eating it out there. And so when he came to Ghana, like, oh, Burger King is in Ghana. So yes, that's how I learned it. Another thing is pie. As for pie, I loved meat pie. I remember when I was in school, guest house pie on Lagos campus. Oh my God, it was my favorite. I loved it. And there was this day that we had a conference, and the woman was there, the ones who brought the food from guest house. I was telling them I loved their pie. Could she teach me? She taught me. I came to the house, and then I tried it. It was like stones. That time I wasn't married. I was in my father's house, my parents' house. And you see, that the thing at my parents' house is that you're not even going to find flour. Sorry, mom and dad, but it's true. The flour you find, just a little one that you use it for frying fish, so that the fish doesn't stick in the bottom of the distance, or when we are doing rice water. What we call rice water. What my mom would usually do is to make some flour with water and add it to the rice so that it becomes a bit creamy. So that was what we used our flours for. We didn't do any chips, anything like it and stuff like that. So yes, I remember I bought some of the flour from the local market. So the thing is that as and now I'm thinking about it, maybe the type of flour I bought wasn't the one that I'm supposed to use for pie, because we have hard flour and soft flour. The hard flour is usually for the breads and stuff, and then the soft flour for the pie and pastry and all of that. So as for pie, I got it wrong a couple of times, but when I got it right, oh my God, I was so happy. And that's another thing that you're likely to find almost every weekend in my house. Like, we do pie, we do sausage rolls, and once you know how to do pie, you'll be able to do those sausage rolls. You'll be able to do so many things, rock bands. So basically, like pastry stuff, things that we bake, it was after marriage that I really learned how to do it. And as for the others, I'm sure you might have seen it on the channel. The others have been influenced as a result of me trying to now cross the boundaries of Ghana and learn other dishes from other African countries, especially. It can be other countries, but other dishes from African countries. And for that one, the whole inspiration was because I am a content creator. But then what it has done is that it has improved my cooking. And we can do a recipe and then be like, okay, some I'm looking here to share. We'll be like, okay, this was nice, but it's not something that we think we can repeat it. But I've learned this and that from it. Okay, I pick up some skills that improves my cooking. Okay, so this is the end of the video. I don't know if I've left out something. I'll probably do a part 2 of it if I remember. But if not, this is a little bit, I'm sure you got to know a little bit about me through this thing that I shared, and I have a lot of ideas that are coming up. So because of that, you'll be seeing me right here like this every now and then, as God has given me the grace to be able to sit here today and get some quietness, you'll be seeing more videos in the same position because I have made a list of some that I'm about to share. But do let me know, did you enjoy it? Do you want to see me more? Let me know in the comment section. Even if you don't want to see me more, I'll still film. But let me know in the comment section. And thank you so much for watching. If you watched from the beginning up to this point, God bless you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and just know that you can do anything if you put your mind to it. Bye.